So I'm getting a bit excited. We're off to Italy in a couple of days. The one bit I'm not looking forward to though is, you know, when you're going through passport control and you've got to empty your pockets out into that little tray. They get me all the time. I think it's because I've got that much stuff in them. There's coat pockets. Jeans pockets. There's something in every single pocket. So normally I'm talking about tents and sleeping bags, all big items. But today I'm going to take a look at some of the smaller gadgets and gizmos that I take camping with me. Right, I'll clear a little bit of space and then we'll take a look at them one at a time. So the biggest thing in my pocket is this cook set. So you have actually seen this before. It's a small titanium cup. It's a 350 milliliter mug made of titanium. Inside here we've got the GSI micro pot grippers. So when the cup's a little bit hot, you got something to grab hold of it with. There's a tiny little Nalgene bottle with bioethanol in it. A clipper lighter. Oh, we've got a couple of lighting sticks. Titanium stove. This is made by Evernew. And then just a little rag to stop everything rattling around. Wouldn't be complete without my little Sea to Summit silicone cup. That just fits in my back pocket. Brilliant bit of kit. There's even room inside the bottom of the bag for a small folding titanium spoon. Very handy little bit of kit. Everything just nestles together inside the pot. So next up we've got my emergency Petzl head torch. So inside this little red case there is a head torch with an elasticated headband, various different modes, flashing modes, flashing red lights. Don't know if the camera's picking that up. It's a really cool little bit of kit. And very compact and weighs virtually nothing. Obviously it's not going to be the brightest of headlamps or have the longest battery life, but in a pinch it might get you out of trouble, so it's worth having it in a pocket, either in your jeans or the bottom of your rucksack. So next up, I call these my little magic wipes or cloths. I always have some of these inside my first aid kit. Just open it up, like a compressed little tablet, and just add a few drops of water to it and watch it grow. Add a little bit more. And now you've got a little wet cloth if you need to have a wash, do any cleaning. This isn't biodegradable though, so you are going to have to take this home with you, but you can use it again. I've used one of these and it's lasted me a whole trip. Just rinse it out and then use it over and over. The weather forecast. Literally got the weather forecast in my pocket. Well, not quite. This is the Kestrel weather meter. This one's the Kestrel 3000 model. Measures a number of different things from temperature to wind speed, maximum gusts, etc. You've got wind chill factors, you've got relative humidity, dew point as well. Very handy bit of kit if you want to do some drone footage, because you don't want to be sending it up there if it's too windy. Access to all that information, and it just fits in your pocket, or you can have it hanging around your neck with a lanyard. Let's have a look at my pocket video kit. So this is my Joby mini tripod. Just undo the feet and you can clip your phone in there. Really handy if you want to do a little bit of video creation from just using stuff in your pockets. I've also got a little Saramonic microphone that I can use as well. That just clips into here. So here's the audio from the Saramonic as opposed to using the DJI mic. The lavalier on the DJI is much better though, I think. I've also got a little lavalier mic in here which is on a cable. Again, this is I think it's the Rode Smart Lav. So this is what the audio sounds like using the Smart Lav, which just plugs in to the end of your phone. Not a bad little setup there considering how compact it is, and the sound quality is pretty good from it. So this is mine and Joe's website, and we've created it from scratch all by ourselves using Squarespace. Massive thank you to Squarespace for sponsoring the video today. We had no idea what we were doing before we set it up, but we chose one of the templates that we liked, and then we changed a few photos, added some text, and then just dragged a few bits around here and there, and within a couple of hours we'd actually created a website. There's loads of features. You can set up a shop, a gallery, share your blogs, or send out things like newsletters. There's a dedicated mobile app, and there's an analytics feature so you can see how many visits you've had to your website. You could pay thousands of pounds to have someone to design your website for you, or you could just have a go yourself using Squarespace. If you click the link in the description below or head over to squarespace.com/Paul Messner, you get a totally free trial just to test everything out. And then if you like what you see, use the promo code Paul Messner and you get 10% off your first purchase of your website, domain, or whatever it is you need. What else? Tick twisters. If you know what a tick is, you'll know it's a horrible little creature that buries its head into your skin and sucks your blood. Believe me, if you've got one buried in your skin, you're going to want some tick twisters to get it out. This will fit in the smallest of pockets, so if you're wandering around in the hills, definitely get one of those. So everywhere I go, I also take water purification tablets. These ones are by Oasis. I take these in case I have to use some sort of dubious water source, or I have a problem with my water filter. This can be a lifesaver. So this is my little carabiner. It's like a multi-tool, so you can use it to create a spark. It's also got a cord cutting blade on there. It also takes some string, by the way. It always comes in really handy. But if you ever need to cut through a seat belt even, so this will cut through a seat belt in case you're trapped in a car crash. Little tools you can use as screwdrivers, bottle opener. It is a bit gimmicky, but I have used it to light stoves, and this little cutting feature is what I've used the most. My little night eyes bendy things. These can be used to literally tie anything. Maybe you need to tie your GoPro to a tree branch to get that angle that you need. Or you want to join a couple of things together, they just bend round like that. Like those little wire things you used to get around your bread. But these ones are for camping. I use them normally just to attach things to the outside of my rucksack. Very handy bit of kit, and I've seen on the new GoPro they've come out with a new mount that it utilises something very similar. My Garmin InReach Mini, tiny little thing. This got quite a bit of use on my recent Scotland trip. Not only is it a potential lifesaver, but it's great for sending text messages to your loved ones, so you can let them know that you're all right. You can also send them your exact location, so if they don't hear from you, they could alert the emergency services to where the last message was sent from. The only bad thing about it is that you need some kind of subscription for it, but worth it for me. I've already mentioned the Dyneema cord, but it is well worth learning a few knots, because the smallest bit of cord can go a long way if you know how to secure things properly. So this is Tenacious Tape. This is like a waterproof repair tape, so this is great for if you get a little hole in your tent or a little tear in your jacket. Just cut a little bit out and then just tape it up and let it repair. It is very long lasting as well. Not had to use it a lot, but I always keep it just in case. Look at this little thing. This is my Victorinox Classic SD, I think it is. Prime example of good things coming in little packages. It's got a small blade on it, which is very sharp. Will get you out of a few situations. It's got a nail file on that side actually. little screwdriver bit on the end. So if you've got problems with your glasses or anything like that, this is what I use the most out of it, to be honest. Little scissors. They are pretty good as well. It's also got a little toothpick. And some tweezers. Handy for taking out splinters off an old battered table. So the last item is an Apple AirTag. I've always got one of these on the car keys. The last thing you want is to lose your car keys while you're out camping. I remember watching one of Andy Wardle's videos where he lost his key in the snow. If he'd had one of these, he might have been able to get home without having to call the AA and having to fork out for a new set of keys. That's it for this one. If you've got any other little gizmos and gadgets that you recommend I take a look at, then let me know in the comments and I'll catch you in the next video.